Hello viewers, welcome to the session on residential space design and furnishing. Under this subject, we will be studying the topic furniture and furnishing for convenience and safety. We will be understanding the meaning and concept of furniture and furnishings in home in this session. We will identify, choose and arrange different types of furniture and furnishings. Let us first of all look at the residential space planning. Residential space planning extends to the placement of furniture and fixtures in an interior scene and is directly linked to function as well as aesthetics. The use of a space can be enhanced and made significant and aesthetically pleasing by arranging furniture according to design principles, circulation, parameters, anthropometrics and proxemics. A successful arrangement of furniture will be both functional and pleasing to the senses. The term furniture is usually thought of as items that you sit on, sleep on, or place your things on. It includes beds, mattresses, tables, chairs, sofas, shelves, and dressers. The term home furnishings is a broad label that can include a number of things. As the name suggests, it includes anything that is used to furnish a home. There are also some items used to decorate the home and make it more hospitable that are not really furniture items. One example of this would be an area rug. This item will add beauty and charm to a home. It can enhance stylistic choices made in other home furnishing items. It also adds comfort and usability to a living space. The term home furnishings encompasses all these items but is a bit more expansive. The area of home furnishings can also overlap with accessories. This is related but slightly different, however, and can include things like a basket of artificial fruit on a table, arts, craft items, collectible figurines, and just about a million other things that a person might want to use to adorn their home. The choices for this category are almost endless, and this category is perhaps the widest open for inclusion of various different things. A person's roots, location and background can also influence choices in home furnishings, furniture and home decoration. Now, let us look at what is selection of furniture. There are various factors that influence the selection of furniture, and of that, the first one is comfort. The most important consideration while selecting a piece of furniture is the comfort. The livability of a home depends largely on its comfortable furniture items and furnishings. Furniture should conform to standard measurements. Let us also look at the weight aspect of it. The weight of furniture and its mobility are the other features that also affect comfort of the seated person. Light chairs or stools that can be moved easily are needed in living rooms. Thus, it is not necessary that furniture be costly to be comfortable, but it must be designed to fit the body and make the user to feel comfortable. Let us look at the next one, that is expressiveness. The theme of the room limits the choice of furniture. The kind of wood used for making the furniture, the shape of the article, the style and color, all are the elements that help to create the mood or expressiveness desired. Let us now see the style. Style plays a very important role in selecting the furniture. Furniture can be bought as it represents certain style. Style can be further divided into various groups such as antique, period-based, cottage, modern, abstract, etc. Let us also see the beauty of furniture. While selecting one furniture piece, it is the beauty of the piece which influences the final choice. Any item placed in a house should possess some aesthetic value. One general rule to follow as a guide in the selection of furniture is that the simple and plain things are the better choice in the long run. Simple furniture items not only appear to be beautiful but are also functional, easy to maintain, and eligible to fit into any corner. Let us now study the utility aspect of furniture. How best can we utilize furniture? All furniture pieces are bought with the main intention of having some use, regardless of its beauty or sentimental association. This aspect becomes more important in the changing society where space is a limiting factor and flats are made with a bare minimum area because of the cost factor. Before making the final purchase, their utility, their usage should be calculated and analyzed in terms of the space available and function of the rooms. Sometimes dual purposes make furniture more valuable. As table for music system, that is also an inside table. The low bookshelves to be used as a seat when a large group is to be accommodated for a short time, or a double bed with a box underneath, or a sofa cum bed that can be used when guests are to be accommodated occasionally. All these are utility aspects of furniture. Let us now see the balance and scale of furniture. What is this balance and scale? It is not wise to buy furniture and accessories simply because they are in fashion without paying attention to the need and the size proportions and relationship to each other and to the space in the room allotted to them. A long open back cane seat, settee, for instance, can occupy a great deal of space and still give an impression of lightness, out of scale with a heavy squat armchair occupying less space. So, the space should also be taken into consideration while selecting furniture. Now, let us look at the construction of furniture. Well-built furniture is always an asset because it gives a long and satisfactory service. Good furniture will give many years of service and satisfaction for that reason. So, furniture should be bought deliberately. Every piece of furniture should be studied from the point of view of its construction. The purchaser should look at the back, bottom, inside of each piece as well as at the front. Let us study now the firmness and rigidity of furniture. Furniture should be tested for its firmness and rigidity by various methods, the ways it was used in home. Firmness depicts how the parts are joints together or they join together. The joints used and the material used to make a joint are used such as dowels, screws, steel clips and corner metal plates. These joints should not break or make noises when the furniture is in use. Let us now study the cost aspect, which is an important aspect. At the time of selection of furniture, one should be aware of the cost of various furniture. Cost depends upon the materials used, design and construction. One must buy essential furniture first. Furniture should be purchased from well-established shops by comparing the prices. Let us look at the factors affecting arrangement of furniture. How the furniture can be effectively arranged. Function is how a space will be used and is influenced by the use of the elements and principles of design. The function of a room determines the selection and the arrangement of the furniture. a bed does not go into the dining room, nor does a dining table go in a bedroom. This dictates the selection and arrangement of furniture. Form should follow function. Now, how can we combine functions with furniture arrangement? Living and dining areas can be combined. Drop leaf table can double as a sofa table. Bedroom can serve as an office, dressing room, reading room, etc. Also, the other aspects, mechanical or architectural functions that must be considered when placing furniture. Air circulation vents, doors, windows, electrical outlets, phone jacks, television cables or antenna lines and stairs. All these should be considered while arranging the furniture. Now, coming to the important aspect, how to control flow of traffic, because while arranging the furniture, it should not obstruct the flow of traffic at home. Place furniture at key locations to direct traffic flow or restrict or redirect traffic. Create a feeling of balance in a room. The room should be balanced even after arranging the furniture. Opposite walls should lend visual weight. Furniture, doors, windows and fireplaces, all these should be balanced. Groupings should be balanced. Heavier pieces may be arranged with several small pieces of furniture. All heavy pieces should be arranged parallel to walls and small pieces can be placed at an angle. Don't overcrowd the room with furniture. Combining of formal and informal balance in furniture arrangement can look beautiful and attractive. Now let us see how to use furniture to emphasize a focal point. A focal point of interest should be created in the room. Group furniture around a focal point. If the room lacks a focal point, use a piece of furniture as a focal point. Emphasis may be given on decorative pieces, showcases, rugs, carpets, fireplace, bookcases, etc. Groupings for seating arrangements. It can be straight line, it can be L-shaped, it can be U-shaped, it can be box shaped, or it can also be parallel. Let us now study the general guidelines. What are the guidelines in arranging the furniture at home? Observe the amount of space within the room and the contents of the room. The second one is locate the traffic pattern of the room. How will room features and traffic flow affect placement? The third point, is there a focal point that can be used? The fourth one, how will the furniture be used? The fifth one, identify the purpose of the room, how many people will use the space, as well as the room's architectural features. What activities will take place in that room? How much space is needed for each activity? What basic furnishings will be needed for each activity? How much space will the furnishings occupy? Architectural features, fireplace, pillars, large picture windows, these should be noted. Group furniture according to activity, according to the purpose. Furniture is useful and multifunctional depending on where it is placed. Is lighting adequate and well located? Are there tables and shelves to rest things on? Large pieces of furniture should be placed parallel to walls generally. Don't overcrowd a room. Leave some open space for a feeling of airness. Furniture size should be proportionate to the room size. Small room should have small pieces of furniture, large rooms, large furniture. Good proportions of furniture, space to wall are 2:3, 3:5 and 4:5. Harmony is important in furniture arrangement. While combining shapes and sizes, similarity and likeness should be taken into consideration for good harmony. Rhythm should be produced through repetition of line, color, shape and texture. It can also be produced by continuous line movement or through progress. The next heading is interior materials and finishes for background. Finishing work is the construction work phase that provides an attractive, completed appearance and provides protection to the building. Finish work includes enclosing interior walls and ceilings, installing finished flooring, cabinetry, doors, moldings, cover interior and exterior surfaces, and completing plumbing, HVAC, electrical and communication systems. Before selecting a finish, thought must be given to many factors such as use of building, abuse, wear, etc., maintenance. Finishes fall into two categories. The first one is self-finish and the second one is applied finish. Applied finish is a finish which is actually applied on site, while self-finish is a finish which is inherent in the material and does not have to be specially applied on site. The common types applied and self finishes are, for example, under self finish, facing brick, applied finish, plaster on masonry walls. Self finish, natural stone, applied finish, paint. Self finish, natural slate, applied finish, wallpaper. Self finish is natural wood and applied finish is PVC floor tiles. We are now going to see what is wet finish or dry finish. Examples of wet and dry finishes. Dry finish is plasterboard, wet finish is plaster. Dry finish is wood timber paneling, wet finish is paint. Dry finish is carpet. Dry finish can also be various coverings like wallpaper, wooden panels, fabric wall covering, glass wall covering, metal wall covering, stainless steel, mirror, ceramics, cork, all this come under dry finish. One of the major problems with wet finishes is that considerable drying out time is required for the building, plus expansion shrinkage problems with timber components. The greatest advantage of dry finishes when compared to wet finishes is that no shrinkage will occur during the dry out process. A dry finish should be uniform in color, size and be true to shape. Floor finishes. Factors affecting the choice of floor finishes. Type of base, room usage, degree of comfort required. For instance, sound control, freedom from slipping, warmth, maintenance, clearing, repairing, cost, appearance, safety, individual preference. Floor finishes can be considered under three main headings. The first one is in situ floor finishes. These floor finishes are mixed on site and are laid in fluid form, allowed to dry and set to hard surface. Several types of in situ floor finishes are mastic asphalt, pitch mastic, granulithic, cement rendering, The second type, applied floor finishes. Applied floor finishes, which are supplied in tiles or sheet form, they are laid onto suitable prepared base like cement, sandbed, screed, normally in the form of flexible materials and smooth finish. These have very high resistance to chemicals. They are harder and more resistant to erosion. Several types of applied floor finishes. They are ceramic tiles, mosaic, marble, quarry tiles, PVC tiles. Let us now study what are the timber floor finishes. Finishes which are supplied in wood, timber form and laid onto a suitable prepared base. Common types of wood, timber floor finishes are timber strip parquet. Wall finishes are factor affecting the choice of wall finishes. Room usage, degree of comfort required, sound control, thermal insulation, maintenance, clearing, repairing, cost, suitability of decoration, fire protection. Let us now study the types of wall finishes. The first one is plastering. Plastering gives a jointless, hygienic and easily decorated and usually smooth surface on background. Material for plastering consists of binding materials like cement, workability agents, aggregate, water, ancillary materials. Plastering is usually done on a background like clay brick, block work, concrete or boards. Painting is the application to surfaces of pigmented liquids or semi-liquids which subsequently harden. Paint is the mixture of a liquid or medium and coloring or pigment and comprises primer, undercoats and finishing coats. What are the various types of paints? First one, distemper. The most economical type of painting available in the market today, and it can be classified as a whitewash job. Distemper is a water-based paint. The second one is emulsions. Emulsion is a type of paint which is also water-based and provides a rich and matte finish to interior walls. The differentiating factor of emulsion paints is its acrylic quality. Let us now study solvent-based paints. What are the solvent-based paints? Solvent-based paints are luster paints, enamel paints and oil paints all come under the category of solvent-based paints. They cannot be premixed with water. Oil-based paints take a longer time to dry and often produce strong odors which are irritating and sometimes even toxic in nature. The advantage with these paints is that they really last long and produce rich and desiring effects on the wall. Let us study the functional paints. Functional paints are not just decorative paints, they have specific functions like eliminating insects, bacteria, fungus or dust mites. Functional paints have an inbuilt safe and non-toxic mechanism to humans but fatal to insects, fungus, bacteria or dust mites. The following are the common types of paint finishes used in interiors based on their shine and gloss. First one is matte paint, matte enamel, satin finish, eggshell, semi-gloss, gloss paint. Let us first of all look at the wall coverings. Wall coverings come in a multitude of types and styles and are comprised of all materials that may be used to cover a wall for decorative and or utilitarian purposes. The most common ones are wallpaper, wooden panels, fabric wall covering, glass wall covering, metal wall covering, stainless steel, mirror, ceramics, caulk. When applying paint, The surface to be painted shall be dry, free from dirt, oil, grease, old loose paint, etc. The next one is ceiling finishes. The overhead interior surfaces of a room often conceal the underside of the floor or roof above. It can be constructed either below pitch roof or flat roof, and either horizontally or follow the pitch of the roof. There are three systems of ceiling finishes that can be constructed. The first one is exposed ceiling. Exposed ceiling finishes construction where no ceiling sheet is required. It can be done by applying plastering and painting to the exposed surface of a floor structure or a flat roof. The second one is fixed ceiling. Ceiling can be constructed either horizontally or follow the pitch of the roof and is fixed to ceiling joist and ceiling spacer nogging. The joint between the ceiling panels are covered and finished with timber beading or aluminum strips. The third one is suspended ceiling. A ceiling where the ceiling is fixed to a framework suspended from the main structure, thus forming void between the two components. The system comprises of galvanized steel, aluminum structure or frame suspended with wire hanger to the floor or roof structure above it. The factors to be considered in the selection of ceiling system. The first one is type of floor structure, appearance, durability, safety to occupants, the location of mechanical services or equipment, fire resistance, economy, lifespan, function of the building, need for acoustic elements. Now, let us study the floor covering selection and care. Floor coverings include carpet and rug. It is not a floor finishing material, but used on finished floor for aesthetic appeal and for functional reasons, for warmthness, to soften the sound, and for safety against slippery carpets. All these are available in different widths. Color, texture and price are the important influencing factors for choice of carpets. What are the various factors for selecting floor coverings? The first one is economy. Although the cost of the floor covering is important, at the same time, the economy of upkeep is equally important. Natural colors are the best ones. The second one is resilience or cushion impact. It is a degree of springiness with which a carpet returns to its original condition after weight is removed. It reduces the foot fatigue. It is especially good for children because they do not get hurt when they fall. The other one is warmth. This feature depends on the climatic conditions of the area. Usually, it is desired that all the carpets and rugs provide warmth to the foot. The dark color carpets are preferable. Reflection. It is usually associated with ceilings and walls, but much more light hits the floor day and night. The more light the floor reflects, the brighter the home will be. Sound absorption. Rough, porous material lessens noise. Carpeting helps in insulation against sound. Safety is another important thing. Carpets and rugs provide safety from falls, slips, skidding, as well as flame retardancy. Kitchens and bathrooms should be given special considerations. Anti-static. Anti-static is the ability of floor coverings to disperse electrostatic charges and prevent a buildup of surface static electricity. Nylon will build up a great deal of static electricity unless an anti-static finish is applied. The next one is aesthetics. The principles and elements of design should be used to create effect one desires. Floor coverings should harmonize with the furnishings and architecture of the house. So far, we have studied the various types of furniture and furnishings, the way we should select furniture, the way we should arrange furniture for our, depending on the comfort levels at home, how to take care of furniture that we buy, what are the various cost factors involved in buying furniture. All this is what we have studied so far in this session. So, the way one decides to buy furniture, depending on the space available at home, decides the beauty of the house, decides the comfort levels of the house. Hope the session was useful and resourceful to all of you. We are going to study more about this furniture and furnishings for convenience and safety in the next session. Thank you very much.